Well, then let's get down to the specifics. And in this election itself, after the announcement of the election dates, in fact, within minutes of your completing your press conference and announcing the election dates, there was immediate criticism that came in from the Trinamool Congress on the 8 phases of polls that have been sought to be put by the Election Commission of India in West Bengal. 8 phases of polls, given the fact that in 2016 there were 6 phases of polls. Of course, the first phase had part A and part B, so technically 7 phases.
Effect 7.
So, any specific reason, and how would you respond to the criticism that's come in from the Trinamool Congress?
There were some political entities who are seeking even more number of phases, and in black and white. But that's not the issue. The Commission does its own, tries to do its own homework as meticulously as possible. The officers in charge of West Bengal visited West Bengal at least twice. Commission also spent 2 good work-filled days there. And meanwhile, the situation is always dynamic. You cannot say that 2016 is 11, or for that matter, 2021 is 16. There have been since then reported so many reports, and not anecdotal. We do not believe in anecdotal reports, be it given by this entity, this party, or that party. We try to see the statistical and empirical evidence. For example, in the context of West Bengal or any other state, when it comes to crime and law and order, we believe in the figures of National Crime Record Bureau, NCRB. To the best of my knowledge, in the written report of NCRB 2018, they have said that 2019 report was not submitted by the West Bengal government for reasons best known to them. I have no questions on that. But even in 18 report, which is after 2016 elections, the figures of rise in crime, hooliganism, even murders, etc., have been were on the rise. And therefore, in addition, we also have the limitation of movement of central forces. It can always be said that the central forces movement is a much bigger issue in the Lok Sabha elections than in the election to a group of states. But it must also not be forgotten that since that time, the central forces, kind of their requirement in many other sectors in the country has also been very heavy. And you know all that, and we need not specify those areas. So keeping the totality of factors in mind, the views of the political parties, the local holidays, local everything, even despite keeping in, and I would like to tell you that the entire process of 8 phases, by the way, ends in 66 days. Whereas in the last 2 elections, it was 3 elections, it was 70, 74, 77 days. So it cannot be said that we are stressing the things. But yes, we thought 8 phases is a functional necessity this time. We have no choice, and we went ahead with it.